Alright, this next little section is going to be finding slope with a visual over here. So once again, know that slope is rise, which is the change in y's, over run, changes in x's, right? And here's an example. It says use 3, 4 as the first point, so this is the first point, and subtract y values to find the change in y for rise, and then subtract x values to find the change in x, or the run, right? So my y values would be 4, right over here, minus 1, which is 3, right? My x values are going to be 3 minus 2, give me a rise of 3 over 1. So we're going to do the same thing. So this time we're going to use negative 2, 3 as the first point, right? And subtract y values to find your rise, subtract x values to find your run. So here I go. I'm going to label them xy. Label this xy. My first one's going to be 3 minus 0. So I say 3 minus 0, which is 3. There's my rise, right? And my x's are going to be negative 2 minus 1. Negative 2 minus 1, which is going to give me a negative 3. First slope of negative 1, 3 divided by negative 3. The slope of this line is negative 1. Notice that the negative slope is going down and the positive slope is going up. So what if I had the rise of a horizontal line? Well, there's a horizontal line and my y's never change. So the rise of a horizontal line is going to be 0 because it does go up or down. And since rise goes on top and run goes on bottom, if your rise is 0, 0 divided by any number is 0. So your slope of a horizontal line is always 0. Now what about a vertical line? Alright. Vertical line is right here. Alright. And in this case, alright, the run, it doesn't go left or right. So my run is going to be 0. And the rise could be any number. Well, since you can't divide by 0, we have a specific word for a vertical line. It is called undefined. Alright? If you have a graph of a line, how can you determine whether the slope is positive, negative, 0? So I'm going to write them all here. If it goes up like this, it's positive. If it goes down like this, it's negative. If it goes like this, it's 0. If it goes like this, it's undefined. Now, I'm going to check the next page. We might move on. Alright, let's do this one. I'm going to find the slope. Alright, so I'm going to say rise over run. In fact, let's do it down here. Rise over run. Over run. And it's going to be the change in y, which we're going to write it as this. 1y minus another y over the change in x. 1x minus another x. So this is xy here. This is xy here. I'm going to have 3 minus negative 3. Alright. Those are my y's. My x's are going to be 5 minus 0. Right? Well, 3 minus negative 3 is 6. 5 minus 0 is 0. Or sorry, is 5. And we got a slope of 6/5. Going over here the same. So I'm going to say my slope here is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 equals, well, we'll start with this one. We'll call that x and y. We'll say 2 minus negative 3. I'm going to say negative 3 minus negative 2. Chop, 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 chop. Here we go, 5 and negative 1 for a slope of negative 5. There it is. I'm going to pause there. I'm going to stop this right now and keep going when we come back.